Hey folks, welcome to another Triple T Thursday. For those just joining us, that's tools, tips, and talk, where we'll discuss info for the knife maker. In today's episode, we're going to talk about the release of a new machine. That's right, if you do hand finishing on knives, you need to watch this video. We're going to go down to the table and I'm going to show you all about the SandShark. Let's go take a look. Well, here it is, folks. This is the SandShark. And what is this used for? This will help you hand sand your knives. You want to get a nice, beautiful hand sanded finish on your knives. Instead of manually going back and forth, this machine will oscillate back and forth and help you do the sanding, relieve the strain on your arms, your wrists, your hands, and it'll just overall make it easier. This is particularly useful when you do that first grit, whether it's 220 or whatever your first grit is. It's really handy at that. So let's talk about how it's built. This is an all aluminum construction, except for the rails, which are stainless steel, so it won't corrode. It has a dual rail system. So it is a table driven by a motor, okay, which slides on top of these linear rails. But there's two rails. So you can apply pressure on either side and it's not going to pivot the table like some of them that just have a single rail. So it's extremely solid. This is made with all 1/4-inch aluminum, so it's very sturdy. The construction uses a 250 watt motor with a gear reducer. You cannot bog it down. It also has a very good top speed. It'll go faster than what you need. And we're going to talk about that when we do the demo. It's also variable speed, so you can set the speed, and the construction allows you to set the stroke, how far the table actually moves with each rotation. It's got hand rests out here to save your wrists, so you have something to push against while you're hand sanding. It's got an extra long table that'll accommodate small knives and extra long knives. The table is also really wide, so you can do cleavers and choppers and any kind of knife you could imagine. There's an easy clamping system built in. The clamp will slide up and down, so it's easy to clamp your knife anywhere along the table. So before we get into use, let's just talk about some safety concerns. Obviously, don't protrude the knife out the front of the table. Make sure the edge of the knife is behind the front of the table. We're also going to make sure we don't have this thing set at top speed when we turn it on after adjusting this. Always have it a little lower just in case it's going to go way faster than what you want. So like I mentioned, it's variable speed and we can adjust the stroke simply by loosening this knob and moving back and forth. And it's got an easy hand tightening system. You can just hold the table or hold this and tighten it down. The SandShark hand sanding machine was built with versatility in mind. You can reuse your current hand sanding sticks with this machine. All right, so let's set it up and do a little demo. I've got one of my SandSharks here. I'm just gonna slide it in. Okay, match it up to the side. Just clamp it down. I'm going to use just a little block of aluminum for my sanding stick. I've got it set up on low, turn it on. So I've got it set at a relatively short stroke right now just to show you. And now that's at about 30% power. So now let's turn it up a bit and see what we can do. And this is ground at 36 grit, and in just 30 seconds I've got this pretty far down. And I've only used a little bit of the sandpaper, so it's working great. I can lengthen this stroke for longer knives. Let's give that a shot. So now I've got the stroke set at maximum. Because I've done that, I've turned the machine down just to make sure it doesn't go overboard. I'm going to turn it on. You can see that it's sliding way further. I'm at about 20% power right now. So that's great. It is advisable to bolt it down. I don't have it bolted down to this table right now, but it is advisable to bolt the machine down or clamp it because it will move around. There's quite a bit of force moving this back and forth. But no matter how hard I push on this, it's not going to bog this motor down. This is going to just glide over these linear rails. I've had some people ask, well, doesn't this cause J-hooks? Which J-hooks are little kind of fish hooks in your blade. And in fact, this will prevent J-hooks. J-hooks are caused by you going like this and kind of changing direction and doing a little kind of oval. Because this is so easy to keep the paper in one spot and it's going so fast back and forth, it's really hard to get J-hooks using this method. So I think it's superior. The slide plate also comes covered with this foam to keep your knives scratch free. The motor controller is also loose, so you can actually move it over to this side if you want to have easier access to it. So if you want to step up your hand sanding game and make your life easier, you can get your SandShark at my website, TyrellKnifeworks.com. These will be up for order now. If you're watching this video before June of 2024, they will be up for pre-order and they will ship near the end of June. After that, they will just be available on my website. Definitely go check these out. The prices will go up after the pre-order session is done. Also, if it's before June, I will have this machine at Blade Show. You'll be able to come by and check it out. I probably won't be bringing the motor because it's quite heavy, so you'll see it. You won't actually be able to play with it with power. But definitely check it out. This thing will make your life easier. Well, folks, I'm thrilled to finally have this project out in the wild for you guys to take a look at. So if you're a knife maker and you do hand sanding, you definitely want to check it out. Go to my website, TyrellKnifeworks.com, check these out, get yours in the pre-order before they're gone. Thanks, folks. See you on the next one.